Hi, welcome to our final project presentation on Information Assurance and Security 2. I am Dimples Tinto, and together with my group mates, we will discuss one of the most important components of an e-commerce platform, the user authentication and authorization. Now, let's first discuss the user authentication and API endpoints. So, I will be discussing the registration, the login, and the logout. Now, let's register a user first. So, in registering, you just need to provide the necessary details such as your name, your last name, your email. So, make sure that it's in the correct format, and also the password, at least a special character, a letter, and a number, and a confirm password, and your date of birth. So sa date of birth, you need to follow the format of a year, month, and day. So now if you want to register as an admin or seller, you need to input the rule and specify what type of user you want to register. So for example, you want to add an admin, so you just need to add an admin for. But for this demonstration, I want to register as a regular customer, so no need to put this admin. So now, let's send it and wait for the response. Now it's created, so you will get to see this user registered successfully, and you need to verify your email first before logging in. So let's get to our email. You just need to click it to verify. So it's now, your account is now verified. Now, to ensure that all of the data is accurate, reliable, and secure, so we validate it using Rocket Validator. So this helps us secure the applications, against any malicious attempts or inputs. Now, in logging in, you need to provide your email and your passwords. So here, make sure that it's in correct format. For example, we want to put period for this. It's gonna, so it's unauthorized. So you need to provide your valid credentials with this. Now it's successful, so you will have this token for verification, for secure verification, and your details now as a user. So you have this ID, your name, and your email. Now, after registering and logging in, let's log out our user using a user logout API endpoint. So this API endpoint will end the user session. So logging in out to their account and removing any active tokens to ensure a security. So to log out your account, you just need to provide a bearer token. So let's copy this token and validate this one. So just need to copy it here and save it and then send. So it's logged out successfully, token invalidated, so you can't use it anymore. So you need to log in again to access.
So, direta sa password request reset, which is magsanda siya reset link sa atong email. So, magbutang tag-email nato dire. After ana is adto ta sa atong email, refresh na nato, then makita dahil nato nga naanay verification reset link. After na pisito na nato, maghatag dahil na siya another token dire. Copy na nato. Yan direta sa reset. Then erase na nato, bayloan nato sa katong new token. Then, nag-set na ko daan para dali. So, sa password, o mao na atong current password, then mao din ay atong i-confirm nga password, bagong password. So, confirm password must be same with password. Ah, wait. So, mao ni. So, na set na nato. Then, dire is mao na current password nato. So, mao ni atong bagong password. So, i-test na nato. Then, wala na itong new passwords. Kung mag-log out na, copy sa nato. Copy ni nato. Then, log out na. Itong new password. Copy nato. So, as you can see, nakakuan ta. Then, dirita sa SMTP email. So, gigamit ako akong email to kay para na mo send nga verification link or reset link. Then, ang kaning STMP password is gikan sa akong email dito. Kuan na sa Gmail. So, mora to.
So, good day, sir. I am Mama Tandoy. Today, I'm going to demonstrate the user authorization profile. The first button is mag-login tab. So, login tab. Then copy this token. And paste it here. And then this ato siya send. So, muna siya ang response. Natay ID, name, email, and rule. Next task is rule revoke rule from user. So, first is butang dali of token. Copy this token again. Paste. Sa body is magbutang tao user ID. So, kanya nga to ang revoke nga user. Copy na to niyang ID. Paste na to. Then, send. So, na-revoke na to ang yang rule. So, ito na siyang na-refresh ang database. So, nawala na ang yang rule. Next task is assign rule to user. So, ato siya nga rule, ato siya nga assignan. So, butangan na to balik. Butangan na to yang rule balik. Copy na to ang yang ID number. User ID. Paste na to there. Then, rule, butangan to og customer. O, vendor. And don't forget to put the token. Paste token. And then, run. Okay, so na-assign na siya balik. Ito na yung refresh. And then, ano siya yung rule. Next is list user rules. So, ato ang i-list ang rules sa isa user. So, lang dito rin token. Again, token. Paste. So, ano siya ID. So, kanina, ito siya user. Copy na ito yung ID. And paste. Paste update. And send. So, muna yung response na siya user ID. Katong user ID nga ito ang gamit. And then, ang rule is customers, which is sakto customer. Okay. Then, last na task is list all user. Kung copy na ito ang token. Paste. So, muna. So, na siya duha ka buok. Duha ka user. Muna siya si Danica o Daphne. So, muna siya, sir. Thank you.
So, mayang adlaw, ang ako ang part is ang profile update o ang profile photo upload. So, sa sugod is ang profile update sa ta. So, sa profile update is ang after login nimo, makuha ka sa token ani niya. So, kibalik ang direct kani kuha lang ni. After ana is unsa man to na token mapuy target user niya. So, try let's say change ato ni siya. Then we send na to updated successfully. Kanya kung magpunta diri sa database na na-change na siya. And then pag abot sa profile photo upload, bali butan na nimong user ID ani, and then your i-upload nimo diri ang picture. And after that, isend na nimo okay siya. And then magkuha na rin sa URL. So kung magkuha database, refresh na to ni. Kita nimo diri nga naa na siya file, URL file. Kaya nga na siya tungod kay file system na siya. So kung magtuta sa code, kita nimo diri na naay picture sa pictures nimo profile picture. So mo na siya. So kanang duha mo na to na igo na mo na to ang profile update o ang pag-upload sa photo.
Yes, sir. The assigned task on my part is to add address, update address, and delete an address. Before we can add address, we must first register a user, which is in my case, I have already registered a user. To add an address, we must specify the user ID, which is generated after registering. Let's try adding an address. Address successfully added. Let's check. Address successfully added. Let's update the address. Should be State of Newtown, Old Town. Street 110. Address updated successfully. User address. Address successfully added. To delete an address, we must specify the user ID and the address ID. Address successfully deleted. Address is now deleted. This is the validations we use. We must specify the user ID and the address ID to update the address or delete. For the authorization, we will use the bearer token, which is generated after login, to be able to update, add, and delete an address. Also, if we revoke the user role, the user will have no authority to add an address or update. Role is none. Let's try adding an address. Now, the user has now have the valid role to add an address or update, and also the delete function. That's all. Thank you.
During our development, we've encountered several types of problems. So we've experienced this a lot of times. So here we have a conflict of schedule, power interruption, and internet connectivity, as well as a XAMPP error and also a PHP problem and composer dependencies. Now, how did we solve all of these kinds of problems during our development? So for conflict of schedule, we tend to communicate as early as possible to avoid conflicts, no? To, if necessary, we just need to reschedule our online meeting if dili available ang tanan. So for power interruption, we save our work frequently or to push it to GitHub for online access. And for internet connectivity, we share updates in our group chat. So for some error, we watch online video tutorials to solve this error. So we found out that we just need to delete a log file in MySQL or data folder. So for PHP problem, we update our version to avoid dependencies in our composer. So yeah, I guess that is all. Thank you for listening. This is Group 1, User Identification and Authorization.